Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce, coming to you with some more college football week 4 action. Absolutely loaded Saturday. Got another SEC matchup here. Arkansas on the road at LSU. Line is LSU laying 17.5 points at home. Total sitting at 54.5. Let's go.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
So earlier in the week, this line actually did touch 18 for a few hours on Monday, but it's back down to 17.5 on most sports books. We're looking at a pros versus public setup here. Public is definitely leaning towards the Hogs. Sharp money definitely in on LSU. So real quick, let's start with some matchup history. LSU is actually 6-1 in their last 7 against Arkansas. That being said, the last 3 years, all decided by 3 points. So the Hogs have been playing LSU tough recently. So why don't we start out with the strength of the Arkansas defense this year, and that's stopping the run. This is also the strength of the Arkansas defense last year, by the way. This year, they're allowing just 1.72 yards per carry and 55.7 rush yards per game. That's second and fourth in the FBS. Even last week's disappointing loss to BYU wasn't running the ball. BYU wasn't doing much of anything on offense, actually. Just 281 yards of total offense, 77 rushing yards on 2.5 yards a carry. Defense is fine. A lot of people are going to look at that game and doubt Arkansas's defense because BYU scored 38 points. The defense was good in that game. Want to know why the Hogs lost that game? They were just 2 of 13 on third downs. They had 14 penalties for 125 yards. That's an insane amount in college football, by the way. This isn't the NFL where you're going to have a 50-yard pass interference. No, 125 penalty yards is a lot. Bottom line, the Razorbacks defense is fine. In fact, I like Arkansas's defense this year, and we may be getting them at great value here. And it's not like LSU is a dominant run game, just 34th in yards per game, 31st in yards per carry. LSU is currently ranked 45th in effective rush. Their run game really revolves around Jaden Daniels. He led the team in rushing last year and leads them in rushing again this year. I know Jaden Daniels went absolutely ballistic last week against Mississippi State, but that was expected. If you remember on the video, I said I'm taking LSU in this game because I don't think the Bulldogs are going to make a single stop. That defense is terrible. That's not the case in this one. Arkansas's defense is going to put pressure on Daniels. If you're betting LSU in this game, here's your angle right here. The Arkansas Secondary, that pass defense, it was terrible last year. We just saw Jaden Daniels light Mississippi up into another planet last week. Why wouldn't he do the same thing to Arkansas, who was awful against the pass last year? Arkansas was just 129th in pass yards per game allowed, 112th in passer rating, 123rd in yards per attempt. Pass defense was awful last year, but the Hogs pass defense is taking a step forward this season. They're all the way down to 26 in passing yards allowed per game. Now, the passer rating and yards per attempt numbers are still bad, but if they take the run game away, I think this defense can show up. Keep in mind, they got that senior in corner that they like, McLaughlin. He actually transferred from LSU. He got playing time at LSU at corner as a true freshman, so there's a bit of a revenge factor here. And the Hogs have a pass rush brewing this season that wasn't there last year. They recorded 12 sacks already in 3 games. That's tied for 7th in the entire FBS. I don't think this game's going to be smooth sailing for LSU's offense like everyone thinks it is, just because that's what they saw last week. Now, on the other side of the ball, LSU's defense, specifically the secondary, it's pretty unproven. I mean, they got 2 superstars in the front 7, without a doubt. Harold Perkins is an absolute freak. And then they got that defensive tackle Mingo in the middle. Those guys are beasts. But that secondary is beatable. We saw Jordan Travis absolutely cook the LSU secondary. He tore them up bad. Now, does KJ Jefferson have the talent that Jordan Travis has? Probably not, no. But we're talking about a 5th-year senior who's thrown for over 6,500 yards in his career, all in the SEC. I mean, this dude has been playing in big games his entire career. We saw this dude go into Tuscaloosa and throw for 320 yards and 3 touchdowns a couple years back. And he's off to a good start this season, completing over 71% of his passes, 8.2 yards per attempt, 163.2 passer rating. I think KJ Jefferson's going to make some plays in this game like we've seen him do in big SEC games his entire career. Look, do I think Arkansas is going to win this game on the road in LSU? No, of course not. But this is the ultimate buy low, sell high spot. LSU looked absolutely dominant last week against Mississippi State. Arkansas lost a home game to BYU. I mean, buy low, sell high. This line should be at 14. At 17.5, you got to say the value's on Arkansas. So give me the Hogs. Give me Arkansas plus the points. If you want my top bets, parlays of the day, if you want to join the Discord, or if you want to get involved in the NFL Against the Spread giveaway contest, head over to KyleKirms.com. All the information's right there on the homepage. College football week 4, absolutely loaded Saturday. There's so much action on. Remember to bet responsibly, and I'll chat with you in the Discord.